Hi, this is Rachel of Rachel Gets Creative. Rachel spelled with an E-A-L. Welcome to my channel. And today we are going to start with a little pop quiz, a little quiz question. What does the world have more than enough of right now? A, podcasts. Maybe, yeah. B, pandemics. C, tigers. No, tigers are endangered. We need more tigers. D, cardboard boxes. The answer is, of course, B, pandemics. That can go away, please. And D, cardboard boxes. Because we're all ordering from online, we have just a ton of cardboard boxes at home. More than we would know what to do with. More than we would know what to do with. Now, some people might make a robot out of this. That's pretty cool. Or an airplane. Also valid. I suppose you could make a tiger if you wanted. You know, fully out of cardboard. You know, it's up to you, really. But today, what I'm going to be showing you how to make is big, bold statement jewelry. Big necklaces, big bracelets, inspired by and in the style of Iris Apfel. And if you haven't heard who that is, you don't know who Iris is, you're missing out. And stay tuned to fix that. This is Iris Apfel's book, Iris Apfel, Accidental Icon, Musings of a Geriatric Starlet. I always want to say confessions of, but you know. Check out this woman's style. Look at these googly-eye bracelets. Oh my gosh, sorry. That's the life of an artist. She's impeccable, and I've got purple on my finger. And a documentary has been made about her life. I highly recommend it. Named Iris. Just an example of how she puts things together. Oh, and this is actually, I like these even better. These exotic bangles. So something like that's what we're going to be making, but with cardboard. Oh my goodness. Look at this jewelry box. That's a knock on the door. That's dinner. I'll continue later. Iris is a lifelong New Yorker, and she's always had an interest in fabric, clothing, and style. Her fashion-forward mother taught her that if you have a few classic pieces, like the little black dress, and put your money into accessories, you'll have a million different outfits. At family gatherings, her grandmother, to occupy her, she was the only child, would give her bags of fabric scraps to play with. And if she was good, she could take home 6 pieces. So all these colors, these textures, patterns, they were the training ground for Iris's affinity for textiles and basically how to assemble a look. What I love about Iris is that she is unafraid to be stared at or judged for what she wears. Or does, actually. I always feel self-conscious for no good reason, really. And she never did. Her fearlessness to be herself, to discover who she was, this developed her personal style, and it opened doors for her. That and her curiosity and her tenacity. One night in college, she got all dressed up and snuck backstage to try to nab an interview with jazz great Duke Ellington. Iris loves jazz. Ray Nance, the band's violinist, he also plays trumpet, sings, and dances. He is also amazing. He opened the backstage door and said, "Lordy, Lordy, who's your tailor? What can we do for you?" Iris got in, and she got a week of interviews with Duke Ellington and an invitation to visit the band in Chicago, which she accepted, despite the fact that her mother said no. I don't blame her. She's in college. She could do what she wanted. Her fashion sense even brought her together with her husband of 68 years, Karl Apfel, or at least he used it as an excuse. They'd met previously, but he saw her again when his bus broke down on Fifth Avenue, where Iris was window shopping. Karl called her that night. He started out with, "I love the hat you are wearing today," and ended by asking her on a date. So they had this whirlwind courtship. First date on Columbus Day and wedding day on George Washington's birthday in 1948. If you're curious, that's just over 4 months, so pretty quick. So at this time, Iris has had her own interior design business. She had opened through her connections, and she envisioned a look for a client's interior design, but she couldn't find the right fabric anywhere. She visited a friend's father who owned a nearby mill, and they made the fabric together, and it was a huge success. And so they kept doing that. Eventually, Iris and Karl founded Old World Weavers. They specialized in meticulous reproductions of European textiles from centuries past. This allowed them to travel the world, which was great for Iris's sense of curiosity and adventure. When she was a kid, she used to ride the New York subway system. You could do it for a nickel a day. And she would explore all the boroughs. Greenwich Village was one of her favorites. Now, on this global level, she got to shop and haggle and find treasures all over the world, in flea markets and bazaars in Europe, Africa, and the Middle East. This is kind of cool. She brought Chinese jewelry from a Russian vendor in Beirut. It's a pretty international sentence right there. It almost seems like an aside that Old World Weavers provided fabric for White House renovations from the Truman to the Clinton administrations, but I guess I'll include it. In 1992, the Apfels sold Old World Weavers and eventually retired. So, Iris was known in certain circles in New York and design and textiles, but how did she become the world-famous fashion icon she is today? So, my tester bracelets here to make sure they fit. You see I did all different widths and also all different circumferences to make sure it fit all the way up as far to the arm as I wanted. Now, I don't think I can have 10 bracelets on an arm like Miss Iris because I'm not a dainty person. So I'm going to say 3 each arm. All different though. And here are some of my, otherwise I look like a robot. Here are some of my ideas about the design. You can make a square one where the hand comes out here, looking like a lobster claw. Look how well she draws. And, or this could be rounded even, looking kind of more like a donut, but very thin. This would be an example of taking a strip here and a strip here to make this taller and then adding some sort of adornment around. We'll get to that. And I also might want to take one and add several layers, thinner, and round, so I could round them out to give the appearance of round to this very flat cardboard. So they don't look like much now, but they're about to get better. I'm just going to show you highlights. Otherwise, we'll be here forever, and don't think you want that. You have donuts to go eat, you know, or lobster. Both are really good, just not together. I'm sorry I bumped your noggin with a glue stick bullet. Do you like your Hello Kitty Band-Aid? Hello Kitty. Donut? Oh yeah. The following montage is only 1 minute and 25 seconds. Okay, that's enough of that. This string is going to loop these beads into this design. Let's put it down here. This design. Oh my gosh, there's a cat over there that's quite interested in this string. I was originally trying to make a circle. I was going to drill a hole through it or something. Not exactly. And then I thought, it doesn't look bad this way. Nope, you can't have that string. I'm catfishing. But what does work is I can get some of the twine on this. It can hang like this on the necklace. So I think that's the plan. I'm going to make 3 more of these. This is 13, lucky 13 high of these little, looks like a honeycomb almost. The colors bright colors will turn out much more vivid on this if I do a white base coat first. So I'm going to do that, and you can just watch some paint techniques if you like. Watch things come together, and I'll talk to you more about Iris. So how did Iris Apfel become the world-famous fashion icon she is today? Through a call from her friend Harold Coda in 2005. He was the curator in charge of the Costume Institute at the New York Metropolitan Museum of Art, and he needed to pull together a show for that autumn very quickly. I guess something else must have fallen through. He suggested showcasing Iris's collection of accessories on her clothing, and this became the Rara Avis, or Rare Bird, of Fashion exhibit, with over 80 of her outfits and hundreds of her accessories. Iris styled the mannequins herself. The show, which was hardly publicized, became a word-of-mouth blockbuster hit. And Iris, in her own words, became a geriatric starlet at the age of 84. Suddenly, she was famous. Her collection traveled to other museums. She was the face of a cosmetics campaign in her 90s. She created an Iris Apfel Barbie with Mattel in 2018. She has a jewelry and clothing collection for sale on the Home Shopping Network. She is a visiting professor at the University of Texas at Austin for their fashion program. She currently has 1.6 million Instagram followers, and I'm one of them. She is 99, going on 16, the self-proclaimed world's oldest living teenager. Carl was with her through it all until he passed away just days before his 101st birthday in 2015. She dedicated her book to him, saying, "It was one of the most difficult things I've ever had to do. How can one express the emotions, pleasures, and pains of 68 years? Well, you can't. But the documentary Iris by Albert Maysles is not only a story about Iris's love for her work and her artistic approach to life and style, it's also the love story of Carl and Iris. She says, "I'm glad now that he's gone, that we did the film. It was about passion on many levels, and that's what's important to me." In 2020, during the coronavirus pandemic lockdown, Iris shared her passion by starting the hashtag #IrisYourCloset challenge on Instagram. Anyone, adults, babies, pets, get dressed up in outfits inspired by her fun, colorful, maximalist style and share the photos. That's why I'm making this cardboard jewelry, so I can iris my closet, or in this case, iris my craft. It's time for bracelet roll call. Okay, we got Used to Be Ugly, Now I'm Pretty in Pink, Green, Bonus Green, a little smaller, Dot, that was rather interesting, and a little red, love this one, Sneaky Snake, Sneaky Snake, Elton John, we've got the Yellow Brick Road, and Fringe, Elton John. And my favorite, Electra Wow, Electra Woman and Dinah Girl. So 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 bracelets. That's plenty of bracelets for me. And now it's time to move on to the necklace. And these guys that look like really orderly pickles. They're not, they're cardboard. Okay. Oh my gosh, we're nearly done with this necklace, finally. So all that's left to do at this point is you measure the length of your necklace, you be sure and add extra, and you cut it, and then you string your pickles and your other beads on it till you're happy. The two ends are going to go behind your neck and either tie or clasp however you want. Feel free to use even more hot glue. But then you've got a necklace and you've got a bunch of bracelets and you're ready to get done up and take some pictures. gosh, that was fun. If you haven't ever danced with a tiger, I highly recommend it. Not really, tigers are dangerous. Don't go dancing with a real tiger. That's my cardboard craft. I think you can make just about anything out of cardboard. If I can make these, you know, you could make jewelry. If I can make that, you could make a tiger, or you could make a backdrop, or you could make party decorations. You could make a selfie station. You could make a wedding backdrop if you were talented enough and it was really pretty. And if you can make this guy, you can make a jump rope, like back in my day. You could make a Christmas garland. You could make Christmas ornaments. You can make ornaments for your favorite holiday. You can make Groundhog Day ornaments. You could make a groundhog. If you can make this, I loved making this. Look at my radio. My little vintage pink radio. If you can make this, you can make a car, a robot, a castle. Really, you can make anything, and I encourage you to. So I am not going to be a primary cardboard artist, although this was a lot of fun. I will recommend somebody who is a primary cardboard artist and who is amazing, and his name is Raphael, and he is on the YouTube channel Epic Cardboard Props. And I mean, he can make a round thing like you wouldn't believe. That's really hard. This is the best I could do, this little red right here. So I recommend him. I want to thank the Instagrammers who let me use their pictures in this for their hashtag Iris Your Closet challenges, Oren and Robert. They put out so much cool stuff every day. You should follow them. And Sylvie Blossom, she's the cutest. And Bacon the Doggers, also the cutest dogger. So, and I want to thank Iris because you're awesome, and this was a lot of fun, and I enjoyed irising my closet, and I hope other folks do it too. Thank you very much for watching. This is Rachel. Rachel Gets Creative, and I guess we can end on a song again. Why not? Cue click, cue static. Radio.